Hi guys, it's indeed my pleasure to introduce you to Chidambaram Vetrivel. He is our esteemed speaker at ATA GTR 2020, our fifth edition of the conference. Chidambaram, how are you?
Hi Aditya. First of all, thanks for having me here. It's a great pleasure being part of this conference. Last year, I indeed attended the conference, and I had a lot of positives, a lot of takeaways, and a lot of learnings, especially. So this year it's going to be a super year for me because I'm super excited that I'm going to present and talk over the meeting. So first of all, thanks for the opportunity. And yes, I'm doing good. So how about you? Because during this
Thank you.
pandemic,
Yeah.
it's quite hard actually, but still somehow we are
Yes.
managing things.
Yeah, true, Chidambaram. I think I'm really blessed to have you as a speaker with us. Thank you so much. I'm doing good as well. So, for our audience, can you talk a little bit about yourself and also introduce your topic to them? Just to give
Yeah,
little bit of it. Don't give all about it. Let them attend the conference and see. But you can give a little introduction about it and why they should attend your presentation.
okay, yeah. So just to start from the background where I'm from, so I started my career back in 2010 as a software developer in HCL Technologies. Then I got an opportunity to work with a major client in the domain of printing, Xerox Corporation. So I had an opportunity to fly to London where I worked as a systems engineer. Then again, I got an opportunity to work as an automation engineer for Xerox Corporation from the year 2016. Then I was there in onset for quite almost 3-4 years. Then I've been traveled to London and started working as a senior system engineer and as an automation engineer. And after that long stint, it has been over 7 years with the same organization. So I just wanted to have a break. So just want to search and new things and learn new things. And finally, I got this opportunity to work with Dentsu World Services. So right from the day one, I've been working for a client. So the client is an e-commerce domain actually. It works on an e-commerce domain. It's a very big client, and we have to run the regression pack for them for across various markets. I would say around 36 markets, and we do had a framework, but the framework was just built on a particular test engine, and it had its own dependencies and own limitations. And then I had came up with an idea of developing a universal automation framework. So whereas we wanted to create a framework such a way that it can be help to run the regression test cases very fastly and help to cover all the possible scenarios, either smoke, sanity, regression, whatever you call it. You can implement API testing, everything. So I just wanted to have a framework that is so quick and help for the testers to write the scripts very fastly. So that's the idea where it all started from. And I started slowly developing this framework from the year back in 2018, and somehow I managed to have a framework. Almost I am done with the framework now, and like this framework helps to write the test cases very fastly for the regression suite. So any market you take, we've been doing a lot of rollouts for different countries. So I hardly take a 3 month sprint to complete the entire regression pack for the particular country and be releasing down to the market, and the site goes to the production. So this framework helps every automation people who wanted to write the scripts for any suit in a very faster way, and the ease of writing the code. This framework will help you with background of core Java, Selenium, and with API testing. So that's complete outline of what we are doing exactly.
Awesome. I think audience will be very interested to know more about it, and we'll let you speak during the conference rather than ask you more details about the framework
Sure,
now.
sure.
Yeah, but on the other side, since you have been a passionate tester, especially on the automation side, we want to understand that what is your driving inspires you on a day basis. You want to understand that, yeah, what
Okay.
inspires you?
Uh, Inspiring factor is something I always my passion towards machines are more actually. So right, I started my career as a developer. I never thought I'll be getting a chance to work or interact with the machines. My passion started there, then I started understanding how I can automate the things so that I can make things easy. I can help the testers, I can help my developers. So that started pinging in my mind, and I have initiated this automation in backend Xerox because they never had automation there. They just been over the years, almost for 15 years. So at a point I had a strike like, why can't we automate this complete process so that Instead of a guy goes and sits in front of the machine, triggers a build, and waits for the response. Why can't we write a script and we put the script back in the machine and machine updates me or back to my mail? So that was the idea
Yeah.
where it all started. So that idea was super impressed when I was being awarded for the best innovation in 2017 from Xerox actually. So that was the biggest thing that provoked me and started doing this. Then where I started learning automation with core Java, since I had the background of working as a Java developer, it was an easy cake for me. Rather than I would say that I started learning automation, it was very easy for me to switch and adapt. Then I had a thought like, why don't I simply sit and write the test scripts with existing framework? That's not going to make any sense actually, because you're writing the same thing, it's not going to help you. So I started to think, why can't I develop framework for myself, and that will be helpful for others to write the scripts. So that's where it all started, and that's where I've been doing now. So apart from this automation testing, I always had a passion to learn new things, uncrack new things, do bit of testing, weed testing, something like that. So that keeps me going, and I hope this continues for quite a long time. So
Sure,
that's
sure.
where I
I
am.
think very exciting. Very
Yeah.
true, Chidambaram. So, and another thing that we want to know is that obviously with reference to testing, technology is one part. Like, but from the other side of things, like for example, I'm a foodie. Is there any other side of
Okay.
you that we can know about more?
Okay, yeah. So if you ask me honestly, I've been a shutterbug of
Ah,
late, right from 2014, something like that. I got very passionate about photography, and I love to travel a lot. I drive cars a lot and lot of places. Actually, I'm a plophile. I love rain a lot. So I've been doing a lot of photography activities. I'm a wildlife photographer basically.
wow.
So off late after doing all my testing, when I feel like I want to take a break, I immediately pack my bags with my gear and I hit places where it rains heavily and I don't find no. I mean, it'll be like a no man's land. I'll start taking pictures of the wild animals and the nature. So that's another thing that keeps me very active. This the
Wow.
existing world actually.
Amazing, amazing. And which camera do you own? Or maybe which
Uh,
cameras do you own?
not that way. So I own a Nikon DSLR 3400, and I used to rent a Canon actually along with the 7030. I mean I used to take 7300 mm lens for outdoor photography. So I
Wow.
wanted to buy a greater one, but I'm planning to upgrade myself. But I used to
Okay.
take a rent from I
Okay.
mean only the lenses actually.
Okay, very nice. Oh, no, amazing stuff. In fact, we wanted to do a photography competition in our conference. Maybe we'll work with you in the next physical conference and see if we can have a small photographic contest being used by
Yeah,
all of
sure.
us.
I'm absolutely allowed to have that actually.
Yeah,
I mean, even I can have my hands on. I can see a lot of people who have been very expertise on different things, so I can learn from them.
yeah,
So I'm
we'll
eager to
definitely.
that.
And on the other side, which part of India do you belong to, and what is one famous thing that you would like to share with the audience about that place?
Okay, so I'm basically a guy from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Currently I'm working in Pune. So that's one big thing I would appreciate myself, because nobody wants to travel from south of in India back to north, because people will be stuck somewhere between Bengaluru, Karnataka, and Andhra and Tamil Nadu. But when I had this opportunity, I wanted to ensure that okay, why can't we go and give a try? So that's where I started. I came to Pune. It's all been almost been 3 years now. I'm in Pune. I mean, I love the city. It's quite good actually. I mean, it's heaven for photographers during its
Yeah,
monsoons.
it
It
suits
rains
your
super
photography
heavily.
talent a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it helps me actually.
No, I've been to Chennai and I really, in fact, I started my career with L&T Infotech and my first job posting was in Chennai. Same feeling, unless and until I went there and I lived there for a year, I started appreciating the city what it is. And it's a beautiful city, city with a heart. I always say, out of the entire metro cities that we have in India, Chennai probably is the only city which has a heart. Okay, this is my feeling. Okay, this is
I mean,
personal
true.
feeling.
Because if you take any place in the world, right? So there you'll find some inhabitants to a particular place. If you take Pune, you'll find a lot of Pune people, Mumbai people. But when it comes to Chennai, right, you can see a lot of people from different places have been living here actually.
Yeah,
So you can't mark Chennai as for to one of them. So it's
yeah,
completely a land of different people. So
yeah.
you love to see that
Hey,
environment.
more than that, the hospitality. I would say that being an outsider, I was welcomed with open hearts. So much such so that I never imagined in my life. So I have still good Chennai friends there, and I really appreciate my time that I spent that time. So
Yeah, true.
amazing
People.
stuff.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
thanks, and I hope we continue to do the same.
yeah, we will do that. Obviously,
Yeah.
I will probably do a conference in Chennai one day. Let's see when it
I
happens.
mean, you're most welcome as a guest to my home anytime, anytime.
Yeah, look, guys, this is how the Chennai people are, and this is what is really truly amazing about all of them. So, anyways, good, very nice talking to you, Chidambaram, and hopefully we'll have a great talk, and we really welcome you to the conference. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Aditya. I'm excited to join the conference, so we'll plan other things in the conference.
Sure.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Um,